G'day everybody, it's Ryan the Lion from A Few Quiet Yarns, and I'm here with Gyan and Ryan. Not me, the other guy. He's down there. And this is Magnetism, who are one of our lovely sponsors for AFQY. And we'll get into a little bit of the story later on with the exchanges between Gyan and myself, which led to this amazing moment. It was quite special for me. But of course, this is not about me. This is about Magnetism and Gyan and Ryan. So let's start with the first question, which is introduce yourself, but it's about meeting the person, not the suit. So if we start with you, Gyan, tell us a bit about yourself and we'll get to the business later.
Cool. My name is Gyan. So I'm currently the CTO of Magnetism. I've got a wife and two little kids. One's 3-year-old and another one's just over 2, both boys. That keeps me quite busy right now. Lack of sleep most of the time. I do a bit of flying as well as my hobby. So I've got a 4-seater little aircraft that I take up to the sky once in a while. That gets me away from all the work pressures that you come across day to day. It's a way of just tuning out and relaxing, really. Also enjoy just taking people out for the experience. Not many people get the opportunity to go flying, so it's a unique experience for them and myself.
Wow, that's pretty cool. When I first moved to Auckland, my now wife, who was then my girlfriend, took me on the Waiheke one, and you're sitting like a 4-seater, and it's amazingly different to obviously the 747 or whatever they are. And yeah, the 2 and 3-year-old, I'm sure will be keeping you busy while you're juggling laptops, kids, and all the rest of it. So
yeah, well, both of them managed to jump on,
get them on payroll.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Start them early, start them young. So now let's get on to you. Let's get on to you, Ryan, as in Ryan Ingram. So if we could meet the person, and we'll talk about business shortly.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Ryan Ingram, so Client Success Manager at Magnetism. So I was actually supposed to get married, would have had a wife, yes, 2 days ago. So obviously because of this coronavirus, we had everything locked in, booked in. We're getting married at Parliament, and slowly had first it was the honeymoon that got cancelled or postponed, and then it was the stag do that was postponed, and then it was we'll have a smaller wedding, and then now and then obviously we're going to have to postpone the whole thing. So yeah, so it's been a crazy whirlwind 2 weeks, having to let everyone know the updates there, and
Imagine.
keeping everyone happy. So yeah, no, it's been crazy. But in addition to that, I actually got into boxing in a big way. 2017, I competed in the IT heavy hitters. So it's kind of a charity-based boxing event in Wellington and Auckland. It's I don't know if you know about it. It's the it's the Mike King one. And yeah, amazing experience for me. And so I've kind of got into that since, and keep fit and healthy that way.
That certainly would. So I can imagine. Yeah.
No, it's tough. It's good for the mind and body though.
Absolutely. The physical and mental discipline. The mental discipline of the keep going through the pain and pushing yourself. So yeah, well done. Oh, look, I'm really sorry to hear about the wedding. That must be
that's no good,
one for the books. I guess there'll be a few people in that boat, so you won't be alone. But better to be alive and do it later than what happened. I think there's one wedding at a place in Wellington.
Boomrock,
yeah, where we become part of the news. Yeah, so sad for those people. Hopefully they all have been okay and survive it. Like Janine Crossan, Agent 37, one of our speakers at the first event. Oh, wow. So let's get on to the business. So I like to ask this question as what impact are you making? So this is where I'm going to turn it around and start with you, Mr. Ingram. And this is an opportunity to give us a bit of an idea of Magnetism and what sort of impact you're making in the world of business. So over to you.
Yeah, cool. So I mean, at Magnetism, we build and deliver Microsoft Dynamics CRMs predominantly. We kind of also enable and work around Dynamics as well within the Microsoft ecosystem. So we also do like Flow, Power BI, Power Apps, things like that. And we kind of we like to think that our impact is directly aligned with our customers' impact, if that makes sense. So we want our customers to make as much impact on the world, be it through their clients or through their customers or through their employees, as they can. And so we have a kind of a motto internally that's goes like this: basically, our passion is your passion. So we want our guys, in terms of magnetism guys, to help enable our clients to do the best they can. So we want that's the kind of impact that we hope to make on the world, and basically New Zealand and international businesses too.
That's really cool. And when you said your motto, it took me back to the first time I wrote in a sales email, your success is my success. So I used to sell advertising for Computer World, and back in those days, mainly print. And people used to say, oh, spend a fortune on advertising and nothing ever happens. So from that, it generated your success is my success. It's really important. And it made me think when you were saying it about the types of people that work service side. And there's something about the nature of the people that gain fulfillment from serving and seeing the people they're helping achieve. So I think you've got that in your DNA as well, I haven't heard about your DNA officially from Guyan yet, but I'm guessing that's going to be part of it. So I'll hand over to you, Guyan. What impact are you making from your perspective?
Yeah, a couple of things. So Ryan nailed the company one. It's, our client's passion is our passion. The way I like to put it is, take Coast Guard, for example. They're one of our clients. The reason that they exist is to save lives at sea. So whenever we're building a system or they ask for something, we go, well, is this really going to help you save more lives at sea? Technology, you got all sorts of cool new shiny things coming out all the time, but is it really going to make an impact in Coast Guard's world? So it's a good way to be. And then in terms of my personal goal, I like growing people and helping people to be better than what they think they can be. So we've taken people from straight out of university or straight out of school. A couple of the guys that we have as technical leads, they've been with us for the last 10 years or so. And for me, if I die tomorrow, I'd be quite happy because I know that they've gone from knowing nothing about tech to where they are now, working with multi-billion-dollar companies and advising them of what they should do with the tech. So that gives me quite a lot of joy. So yeah, those will be two of my things.
That's amazing. That's really cool to hear. And coming back to the Coast Guard point of view, and they've got important things to do, saving lives on the water. So you always question it. So you're almost doing the job of the buyer, if you will, and questioning them and saying, do you really need that? Because there's 1,000 bells and whistles we could whack in there, but is it actually going to be relevant to the function of what you're trying to achieve? And that's a great way to look at it. And he talks about, I won't tell you the context of my problem because you'll just shoehorn your product to be 100% fit. And when it's not, and it's only 65% fit, it's always a 35% fit that I need, and I've got to spend more money to get it. So you're almost like the other side of that, which is you'd push back on things that he doesn't need. So that's a great perspective. And the developing people. I coach kids rugby, or did. I haven't for a couple of years. I've been a bit busy with family and stuff, but seeing them develop over the season and go from a shy kid who's like, what am I doing here? Who are these people, to being part of a team that are challenging in the top four for the finals, and then working together and the individual skills. Yeah, it's quite a highlight. So I can definitely understand that from your building your team perspective. So now on to the fun one.